Hello and welcome to the program. This edition of Newsroom series covering Nigeria's Northeast. I am Bukola Koka and we apologize for starting behind schedule. We'll begin with security, and troops of the Joint Task Force Operation Hedinkai have recorded major successes across the Northeast, neutralizing high-value terrorist targets, disrupting insurgents' activities and foiling criminal operations through sustained intelligence-driven actions. In a significant breakthrough, intelligence confirms the killing of Julai Bib, a top ISWAP commander operating within the Gujba axis of the Timbuktu Triangle during an encounter around Kimba, Damboa local government area of Borno State on January the 30th, 2026. Further intelligence reveals that the elimination of the terrorist leader has thrown ISWAP elements in the area into disarray, with several fighters reportedly neutralized during the operation. This impressive development represents a major blow to the command and control structure of ISWAP in the region. In a related development, troops of Operation Hedinkai, working in collaboration with the Civilian Joint Task Force, neutralized 3 terrorists during a well-coordinated ambush between Ngazal Ghana and Lamusheri communities in Borno State. Away from security matters now, and following the official flag off by Governor Inuwa Yahaya, the Gombe State All Progressives Congress APC is reporting some success in the ongoing e-registration and membership revalidation exercise, with over 200,000 persons already registered in the 114 wards and 2,988 polling units of the state. This was revealed during a special visit to the APC Gombe State Secretariat paid by a former gubernatorial candidate, Mr. Jamilu Gwamna, as part of mobilization for galvanizing more support for the party ahead of 2027.
It's a gathering of party faithful at the All Progressives Congress Secretariat in Gombe State, as Mr. Jamilu Gwamna, a 2023 governorship contestant, pays a solidarity visit to the party hierarchy, including party chieftains, and the agenda is none other than galvanizing popular support for the APC in the wake of its ongoing online registration exercise in the 11 local government areas of the state. He is received by a crowd of supporters at his Jekadafari ward in Gombe local government area as he revalidates his membership of the APC, stating that Governor Inuwa Yahaya's legacy projects in the state and President Bola Tinubu's renewed hope policies for the country have inspired confidence within the party's ranks.
The good leadership of our President, Bola Tinubu, and secondly, the good leadership of our Governor, Governor Mohamed Yahaya. You can see, I mean, even a blind man can touch what he's doing. So this has given us the hope and courage to continue to support him for his endeavor, what he's doing for the state. And that is why we have given, ourselves, we have devoted our energy, to ensure the success of this exercise.
He also calls on youths to match their enthusiasm on social media spaces by registering themselves with the APC and getting involved in the political decision-making processes that shape their future in the country.
I want to use this opportunity to call on all the youth of Gombe State, not only the youth, the women, every stakeholder, every person. This voters card that you see, it's your path to good governance, because you use it to select people that will govern you. So it is very, very important, and I encourage them to come out and get their voters registration. And for our party members, I encourage them to come out en masse to register with APC under this e-registration.
The exercise has exceeded our expectations. Gombe State was given a target of 350,000 members. And as I speak to you now, we have registered over 200,000 members. And Gombe State is number 20 out of the 36 in Nigeria, despite the fact that we're a small state with a small population. But overall, we are ahead of states like Rivers, we are ahead of states like Bauchi, we are ahead of states like Ebonyi, Zamfara, and the rest of them. So the turnout has been very, very impressive, and the enthusiasm of people of coming to join the party is very, very apparent, and is in fact it is bordering on even for one to say it's even scary. One would have expected that there would have been hesitations, there would have been lackluster attitude towards the program, but to our greatest surprise, all of us have gone to our various wards. The response has been very, very wonderful.
With the APCE registration dashboard showing that over 200,000 persons have so far revalidated their membership in Gombe State, the party is upbeat about retaining power in the state and playing an integral role in President Tinubu's re-election bid come 2027.
In other stories, citizens of Borno South have formally expressed their support for the Director General, National Women Development Center, Asabe Velita, to contest a National Assembly seat towards the rehabilitation of the area which had hitherto been impacted by insurgency. Briefing journalists shortly after embarking on a street rally in Maiduguri and the subsequent presentation of their letter, the members explained their motivation stems from the remarkable achievements of their aspirant. Chairman of the movement, Bulama Sawa, appeals to party stakeholders to consider Asabe Velita as a representative for women and the entire citizens of the area.
This initiative is entirely community-driven. It was conceived and accomplished without the prior knowledge, solicitation, or involvement of Honorable Dr. Asabe Velita Bashir. We gathered in large numbers to articulate the collective voice of our people and submit this request through peaceful, lawful, and respectful channels. All those present here today are representatives of various communities across Southern Borno. We traveled from different parts of the states to make this peaceful call to service ahead of 2027. A glance in any direction clearly demonstrated that this service ahead of 2027. A glance in any direction clearly demonstrated that this movement reflects the genuine will of the masses. Many of us journeyed from far and near, united in purpose to respectively visit Dr. Velita's residence and appeal to her to come again to answer the clarion call of the masses to represent their interests at the National Assembly. We are all law-abiding citizens, guided by peace, order, and respect for constituted authority. Your Excellencies, you know Honorable Dr. Asabe Velita Bashir more closely through service and governance. We therefore humbly trust in your wisdom and leadership to give due consideration to this appeal of the masses.
And staying with electoral matters, the Gombe State Electoral Commission has announced its strategic plan to upscale the second phase of its continuous voter registration exercise across the 11 local government areas, 114 wards, and 2,988 polling units in the state. This was revealed during an expanded meeting with political parties, law enforcement agencies, traditional leaders, civil society groups, the media, and other stakeholders convened by the Commission to push for a rigorous, continuous voter registration campaign and voter card collection in the state. According to the state's resident electoral commissioner, Mr. Saad Idris, the Commission is taking voter registration and card collection to the ward level and has discouraged card collection by proxy, saying it is against Nigeria's electoral laws.
This is an expanded meeting organized by the Gombe State Independent National Electoral Commission, comprising political parties, law enforcement agencies, traditional and religious leaders, civil society groups, the media, and other critical stakeholders as part of a strategic plan to roll out the second phase of its continuous voter registration exercise in the state by trickling it down to the ward level. In the first phase, INEC is reporting progress with over 36,000 voters having collected their PVCs as the Commission explores all available avenues for upscaling the exercise in the second phase.
On Monday, 2nd February, we are going to commence the rotation under the phase 2 CDR. It will involve rotation of the IVED machines for registration. We will deploy two personnel at the RA level to go around for 5 days each on rotational basis. That will cover from Monday, 2nd February, for the period of 50 days.
While revealing that women lead the exercise with 58% and men trail by 42%, Mr. Saad commends youth participation and warns that no individual or group will be allowed to collect someone else's voter card.
INEC is a law-abiding organization. We operate within the ambit of the law. No law says that we should pack permanent voters' cards and give one person to somebody to go and distribute. There is not an officer of INEC. It's not done. The law does not permit that. So we can't carry people's PVCs and give somebody who is not an INEC staff, whose responsibility is not to distribute the PVCs. Do we know what you are going to do? Is you can actually, you can collect somebody's PVC and do something, do business with it, collect money, go and give it to somebody to go and vote. This is against the law.
Participants commend the plan to involve all stakeholders in the exercise, providing other valuable suggestions.
This continuous voters register is very, very important because that is where you can exercise your right. You can't just be making noise outside if you don't have a voter's card. So we are committed to engaging our people at a party level and the grassroots most especially, so that they can come out, whether you are from our party, whether you are not from our party, because this voters card is very necessary for everyone to have it. Then after you have it, that's when you can begin.
Going ahead, we will not agree to hand over our future into the hands of those that have intentionally betrayed our past. Therefore, we the youth are actually involved. That is why I'm a state party chairman, to showcase the level of youth involvement. And by that, it means that we have been intentional about making things change. We are practically down to the grassroots, working out our modalities to make sure that we challenge the system at hand, because these guys keep rotating themselves from one party to the other, but with the same mindset. Therefore, until the youth diffuse from their system and then we become a formidable force with an intentional ideology, we cannot do that.
As the Independent National Electoral Commission intensifies advocacy for Nigerians to come out and get registered in the Phase 2 of Continuous Voter Registration Program, it says it is taking the right step towards staging a credible, free, fair and seamless elections in 2027.
The Bauchi state government has commenced activities to mark its Golden Jubilee with the unveiling of the anniversary logo. While unveiling the logo, Governor Mohammed describes the celebration as a defining milestone in the state's collective history, providing an opportunity to reflect on its heritage, reaffirm unity and renew commitment to a shared future. The governor further reveals some of the activities lined up for the Golden Jubilee celebrations, and they include special prayers, a tree planting exercise, public lectures and panel discussions, a mini Durbar and cultural displays, as well as a gala to honor deserving citizens.
Since its creation in 1976, our state has advanced through shared effort and collective sacrifice, drawing strengths from the diversity, industry and resilience of its people. The anniversary logo we unveiled today captures this journey. The circular motif represents our 20 local government areas, symbolizing unity, inclusiveness, and a shared destiny. The golden color reflects achievement, value, and optimism, while the green elements speak of fertility, agriculture, life, and hope, enduring strengths of Bauchi State. The map outline affirms our identity, our territorial pride, and our rooted place in Nigeria's history and future. As we mark this Golden Jubilee, we honor our past, especially the positive contributions of our leaders, past and present, acknowledge our present, and reaffirm our commitment to building a stronger, more innovative, and more prosperous Bauchi State for generations to come.
The Taraba state government, through the wife of the governor, has granted scholarship to a teenager whose face was recently mutilated during an attack in Donga local government area of the state. The victim, Charity Terhemba, was reportedly attacked by one Ramatu Abbas following allegations that she rejected advances from her husband, a situation that degenerated into a scuffle and subsequent arrest of the perpetrator.
This teenager from Donga local government area of Taraba State, identified as Charity Terhemba, is a survivor of gender-based violence. She's said to have escaped rape by her guardian, who is her uncle. Her accusations led to an attack by his wife, who mutilated her face with a razor blade in defense of her husband. Her uncle is at large, while his wife is in police custody.
From nowhere, the auntie was coming. Then my junior sister was not saying Sano auntie, but I did not know the person that she was greeting. I thought it's somebody that is passing. Then she now said, "Where is your senior sister? Where is your auntie?" She now points her hand on our door. Then the auntie now went inside our bedroom. Then she now slapped me. I turned to see the person that had slapped me. Then I now saw it was her. Then she now hold her hand on my neck. Then we start fighting each other inside our room. Then we come outside. My leg, there was water on our corridor. Then I now fell down. Then she now sit on top of me. Then she now removed the knife. Then she was trying to choke. Then her friend now said, no. Then she now dropped the knife and used the razor blade on me. That's what happened.
The state government invited the survivor and her family to Jalingo, the state capital, for rehabilitation. The National Human Rights Commission and International Federation of Women Lawyers also weigh in on the case.
It is a matter of great concern that violence against women and girls is one of the most widespread, ongoing and uncertain human rights violations. The worst part of it remains that largely is unreported due to silence and shame attached to it, whether stigma or discrimination. Today, however, with this meeting is to promote equality, peace, justice, freedom, and protection of humanity to those affected, especially our sister from Donga.
We are of the knowledge that the survivor's guardian was intimidated to withdrawing the matter. However, this is to the general public that when we have a criminal matter, it is beyond the family of the survivor. That matter is against the state. And so such matters are not meant for mediation. You can't mediate criminal cases. Whoever is found guilty will face the full wrath of the law. As we move forward with legal proceedings to bring the perpetrator to justice, we are of the opinion that the husband of the perpetrator should be arrested. Because one, under the Violence Against Persons Prohibition Law 2021, which has been domesticated here in Taraba State, he has committed an offense of attempted rape. What would a man be doing with a minor?
The Taraba State Ministry of Women Affairs and Child Development insists it will join forces with other agencies and NGOs to ensure that no perpetrator is spared in all matters relating to gender-based violence.
The ministry remains fully committed to ensuring justice for Iwasim, working closely with security agencies to ensure all perpetrators are brought to book. We affirm our resolve to protect the dignity, safety and right of every girl and woman in Taraba State.
Meanwhile, the state government, through the office of the wife of the governor, warns that it will no longer tolerate any acts of GBV going forward, and the arrest of the perpetrator in this case will serve as a deterrent to others.
The Taraba State government is committed to upholding the honor and dignity of women and children. On this note, I wish to announce that His Excellency, the Governor of Taraba State, Dr. Abu Kefas, has directed the enrollment of the survivor into a scholarship scheme and other benefits to give the survivor and her family a sense of belonging. This is to sound a warning to everyone out there that anyone found wanting shall not be spared.
The state is also taking deliberate steps to fight the case to a logical conclusion and warns that no perpetrator or accomplice will be spared in the delivery of justice.
The Federal Roads Maintenance Agency has commenced repair work on the Potiskum-Ngala Road in Yobe State to ease the difficulty experienced by motorists who ply the road. The agency's field engineer, Mr. Mohammed Noura Adamu, said the agency would repair about 35 kilometers of the road and lay asphalt on some portions that are severely damaged. FERMA also launches Operation Safeguard the Roads, where 50 youth volunteers were engaged in an emergency repair, vegetation control, and preventive maintenance program.
The 180-kilometer Potiskum-Ngalda Gombe Road is one of the busiest roads in the northeast sub-region, with thousands of motorists plying the road on business activities. It is also one of the most damaged despite its socio-economic potentials. The road serves as a link to many communities in Yobe and Gombe states, as well as a major route connecting other northeastern states and even neighboring countries of Chad, Cameroon and Niger Republic. As part of the federal government's efforts to provide easy interstate access roads, the Federal Road Maintenance Agency is repairing potholes and laying asphalt on the road, especially areas washed away by flood.
This is 252 meters length, which leads from this is one of the road that leads to Gombe, Fika. It also serves as international roads. It's one of the busiest roads. You can access it because there are so many villages around and there are so many markets. Villagers can convey their goods with ease from Fika to Galda, from Galda to Fika, from Galda to Potiskum.
Potiskum Gombe, we have another project that is ongoing presently, which is a direct level. We are going to recover about 35 kilometers out of the distance. Where the road is deteriorated, so we are going to we are doing it already level, and we have a contract of, in 2025 of preparation. So, but now the MD asks us to make sure that this road, because of how busy it is, all the people that are coming to this part of the country, to Niger, from Taraba, Adamawa, Gombe, are passing through this road. And even people that are going to Maiduguri, because Biuka is not accessible, Damboa is not accessible. So this is the only access to.
The agency also flagged off its maiden Operation Safeguard the Roads, an emergency road repair, vegetation control and preventive maintenance program.
This is Operation Safeguard the Road, initiated by our MD under his Renew Road program. We are going to engage a community on the road, but this is a pilot project where we start with this road across this particular Potiskum Gombe road.
The pilot program, which will last for a month, is aimed at encouraging local communities to take ownership of the roads.
And that's it on the program. This edition of Newsroom series covering Nigeria's Northeast. Join us again same time next week. I am Bukola Koka. Bye for now.